There was a time that being alone scares me, but now it doesn't. Or I guess it's not the same way. Welcome to week 3. Oh, no, week 4. Week 4 of of this series of becoming. And yeah, for the this last week, I realized a lot of stuff. And yeah, I mean, being alone is not that bad. It's not that bad anymore. Unlike all my first weeks that, or first months actually, that I'm trying to heal. I guess the difference now is pretty much before, the difference between now and before is before, I'm in survival mode. I have this a lot of fear. I have this a lot of loneliness. I have this a lot of abandonment issues, that I'm going to be alone forever. But now it doesn't. I think it's natural for a breakup as well too, or losing someone, or in a grieving situation, that you will have this FOMO. You will have this fear of, oh, I'm going to be alone forever, or I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna find someone again, or I am not worthy. But I guess that's that's very human to feel that way, because if you're with certain person that for so many years, of course you will feel isolated. And it sucks, even though it's in logically, if you're gonna think about it, being alone is not that bad. But in my experience, my emotions through the roof. It's through the roof, through the roof. And that's pretty much the attachment. And now I'm quite I can say I already detached. I'm living my life now and realizing, you know what, being alone is not that bad. And to add that, in the past few months as well too, having that fear, like you're trying to cover it with distractions, not just with other people, but you're just, in my experience, I'm distracting myself for in doom scrolling, which is it's fairly it's really bad. But I'm trying to remove it now. I'm holding myself accountable. And it's just when it comes to fear, in my experience, it's so hard to face that reality, it's really hard to face that reality. But we have to face it, because that's when we are going to grow. And now that I'm going through the healing journey, it all makes sense. Now I'm starting to build up my life inward and outward. I'm building this boundaries that yes, okay, it's okay to slow down, not to rush everything, because if I rush everything, it's not gonna make any sense. And to the point that I'm going to miss all of the learning possibilities, or learning new things, or learning, just learning for myself, learning me, pretty much. And yeah, when it comes to boundaries, now I have solid boundaries. I have standards that like I hold to myself, and like I expect that like the people around me will like respect as well. And now, since like I've decided that like I have to slow down and just like pretty much like feel everything, now it all makes sense. Like I'm more like calm now. I am, oh man, like peace. Peace is like a beautiful thing. I have like so much time to rebuild myself, like when it comes to peace. I know what like I'm looking for now, um in my next relationship. Like, well, for me, like I'm not like in a rush. I still have like, yeah, like there's a lot out there, but like I do have like standards now that like if they are like not aligned with my standards, if I'm not like aligned with their standards, like we are not gonna be like, we're not gonna be like together, because like I know deep down everyone doesn't want to waste time on someone or things that like they're not going to, I don't know, like end up in the future. Or like, what's the sense of like dating if after 2 years or like a year you guys are going to broke up because like you guys are like misaligned? It's the same thing, I guess. Like, yeah, peace, calm, and clarity. Now I have like more clarity on like the things that like have to work on and what I'm looking for me. Ever since when I was like starting dating, like I noticed that like I am built to be with someone that like have like full committed relationship. Like that's my preference now. I don't have like time to just like have fun. I'm looking for someone now that like I can suffer with, you know? Yeah, like all the happy days, they'll come, they'll stay. But how about like in the suffering days? How about like the tough days? Are they going to stay and pretty much be committed? Are they willing to grow? I guess that's like kind of like my standards now. For me, of course, like if I'm looking for that kind of like relationship or commitment, like I'll be like the same too. Even though like no matter how hard it is. I guess that's like how I love. And that kind of, for me, like that kind of like love is not just like give it to someone that like you fully don't trust with. It kind of like logical that like why give your everything to someone that like they are not able to, or they don't have the capacity to hold that, which is, it doesn't make sense. Which is before in my mistake that like I just gave it to other people that like I thought that like they're able to handle it, but in reality they don't. But yeah, peace, quiet time, clarity, those are the things that like I'm still learning. And the boundaries, I thought like I never had like any boundaries before, but now it's just like it's all showing. And now I am learning what kind of love I can offer, what I can offer, and what I can like, what kind of person like I'm aligned with. And though like I know I understand like those kind of like, or like a person that like meant to me, it's not gonna show up in my front door. I have to wait because I'm asking Father for a lifetime partner. Because like life, I just like realized now that like life, there's a lot of like suffering. I can see like my parents is growing old. Um, how about like okay, I don't want to think about like in reality, like they don't have, or they're not gonna be here for a long time now, and like for like and it's gonna be painful. So for me, I'd rather wait and be with the right person than to distract myself with a person that's like available right now, and in the end of the day, it's not going to work out because you guys are like not aligned, right? I mean, not every situation is like that. Like maybe it's just like other situations, just like, oh, you met like the right one, perfect. But in my case, like I think it will take a little while, and I mean that's okay. I'm willing to wait. Right now, it's just like my focus is like be a better person. So now I'm slowing down. I just want to be like the right person to the right person, if that makes sense. Yeah, like like being alone is like it's not gonna be like forever. It's not permanent. I don't see it yet, but there's like a purpose in this, and now I'm patiently waiting. Or actually, instead of like waiting, like I'm just going to work on myself. Like I'm going to build like an empire. I'm going to build my body. I'm going to build like my finance. So when the right person comes, she doesn't have to worry about like all the things that like finance or emotional support. I can give it to her. And like sometimes, yeah, like when it comes to like quiet times, like I figured out that like God is meeting me in the quiet days, in these days, really quiet days. He's trying to talk to me. Actually, like for me, like I'm actually happy to build like a relationship, like a son and a father like relationship the with God. I am learning so much because of him. I'm learning so much about me because of him. At some point, like I want to be a testimony. I have this like thought that like I'm going to continue like uploading this like video, and I want to be a bridge. I want to be like a bridge to like the people like doesn't know God, that they will meet like God. I want to be like that bridge to help them, or I guess like help you guys now. No matter what like you guys are going through, you lost like a relationship, not just like a spouse level, but like family, friends. If you lose someone, go to him. It's all worth it, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters in arms, all go to him. I promise you. Our Father like will never let you down. Our Father will never let you down. So go to him. I think like or in my experience, like your weaknesses, what you're crying about, what you're going through, he will turn that to a beautiful thing. It's like a wabi sabi, the Japanese word that like all imperfections is perfect. So go to him. Okay? Well, I'll see you guys in week 5 and so on. And yeah. God bless.